The Academy Awards are back in action, and here I am once again ready to rank the films nominated for Best Picture. After taking a little break from uploading, I'm back and excited to talk about what was honestly a really strong year in movies. 2025 delivered a lot of memorable films, and while the Best Picture lineup isn't perfect, it's a solid group overall. There are a few surprises, a few head scratchers, and a couple movies I absolutely loved, so let's get into it. I wasn't a fan of Poor Things at all, so I went into Beonia a bit skeptical. To my surprise, I actually liked this one more than the film. It's definitely a step up for Yorgos Lanthimos in my eyes, and there are moments of creativity and originality that work really well. That said, I'm still confused about its Best Picture nomination. It's a solid film with a unique voice, but nothing about it screams one of the 10 best movies of the year. It's interesting, it's strange, and it has some memorable moments, but overall it feels more like a good movie that snuck into the lineup rather than one that truly earned the spot. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is undeniably a gorgeous film. The production design, the costumes, the atmosphere, all of it feels lovingly crafted in the way del Toro usually approaches his projects. It's a passion project through and through. Unfortunately, it also feels a bit overstuffed and overly long. The emotional beats don't land quite as strongly as they did in The Shape of Water, and at times it feels like the film is juggling too many ideas at once. I admire the craftsmanship and ambition, but it never fully connected with me the way I hoped it would. This is probably where I'm going to lose some people. Sentimental Value is a beautifully acted film, and I completely understand why critics have rallied around it. Performances are fantastic across the board, and the writing gives the actors plenty to work with emotionally. But outside of those performances, I found the film itself to be fairly average. The story didn't hit me in a way it seems to have hit others, and while I appreciate the craft behind it, I never felt particularly moved or blown away. The Secret Agent is a solid historical drama that showcases the range of Wagner Moura, who gives a terrific performance here. The film has moments of real tension and some impressive sequences, but it also feels slightly uneven. The editing in particular feels strange at times, and the pacing can drag. It reminded me a bit of I'm Still Here in terms of tone and subject matter, but it never quite reaches the emotional impact that film had. There's a good movie here, but it feels like it never fully comes together. Train Dreams is one of the most quietly beautiful movies of the year. It's a reflective, almost meditative film about grief, survival, and the passage of time. Joel Edgerton gives such a raw and grounded performance that you can't help but feel pulled into his world. The movie unfolds patiently, building toward an ending that genuinely stunned me. Even with all that praise, though, I still don't see it as the best movie of the year. It's powerful and deeply moving, but it doesn't quite reach the level of some of the films above it. A lot of people will disagree with this one being nominated at all, but I loved F1. I'll admit my bias right away since I'm a huge Formula 1 fan, but even setting that aside, I think the movie is a technical marvel. The racing sequences are incredible, the sound design is immersive, and the filmmaking does an amazing job capturing the intensity of the sport. Sure, it bends reality a bit and takes liberties with how Formula 1 actually works, but as a movie-going experience, it absolutely delivers. I'm glad it got nominated, even if there are other films that could have taken the spot. One Battle After Another is one of the frontrunners of this year, and I completely understand why. Paul Thomas Anderson crafted something incredibly ambitious and technically impressive. The cinematography is stunning, the script is razor sharp, and the performances are top tier. Sean Penn in particular gives one of the best supporting performances of the year and deserves serious awards attention, and I hope he wins. That said, even after seeing the movie twice, it never quite left me in awe the way I expected it to. I admire it more than I love it, and while I wouldn't be shocked if it wins Best Picture, it's not my personal choice. Josh Safdie and Timothée Chalamet bring an unbelievable amount of energy to Marty Supreme. If you've ever seen the Safdie brothers' previous work like Good Time or Uncut Gems, you know exactly the kind of intensity they bring to the screen, and this film is no different. It's chaotic, fast-paced, and deeply character-driven. Chalamet delivers one of the best performances of his career, playing a broken, narcissistic protagonist in a way that's both fascinating and uncomfortable to watch. It's a wild ride from start to finish and one of the most dynamic films of the year. Hamnet is one of the most powerful and emotionally devastating films I've seen in years. Jessie Buckley delivers an astonishing performance that completely anchors the film. Every moment she's on screen carries this emotional weight that slowly builds until the film finally breaks you apart. It's heartbreaking but also incredibly beautiful. I know some critics think Buckley might not win because of The Bride coming out, but voting ended before that release, and based purely on the performance, I think she absolutely deserves it. Hamnet left me in awe and emotionally wrecked me in the best way. I hope this wins. Sinners is easily my pick though for best film of 2025. It's not just a great movie, it's a cultural moment. An original vampire story that blends music, history, and visceral horror into something completely unique. Seeing it in theaters was one of the most electric movie-going experiences I've had in years. Ryan Coogler crafted something that feels both epic and deeply personal at the same time. The score, the performances, the cinematography, everything comes together perfectly. It's a box office hit, a critical success, and in my opinion, one of the best films nominated for Best Picture in years. It's not just my favorite of the year, it's one of my favorite films of the past decade.
We gonna kill every last one of you.
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.